Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I hope that everybody's having a wonderful day. Um, this is a response video to a fellow Cambodian that I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Every time I talk about the Khmer, every time I talk about anything about Cambodian history between 1975 to 1979, it becomes controversial. I say the two prominent, I guess, demographic, two prominent people that will come and be like, well, actually, are usually fellow Cambodians and Marxists. And I get it. And I explained this before. Like every time I try to approach the Khmer, I try to approach it in a nuanced perspective. And it's really, really unfortunate, but at the same time, I totally understand where they're coming from because, like I said, not many young Cambodians talk about this, especially my generation, the generation that the millennials, basically, because our parents don't want to talk about it. I've mentioned this before. It's post-traumatic stress disorder. They don't want to talk about it, and majority of the people that dominate the conversation. Sorry, that was my son. He's using the bathroom. It's not me. But anyways, the majority of the people that's dominate in Cambodian history is pretty much the communists, the American revolutionaries. That's dominating the conversation, the Marxists and stuff like that. So that's all you hear. Whereas with me, I actually grew up with Khmer Rouge. I've heard the things that they say, their opinions and things like that. So, I get it. But the unfortunate thing was one of these Cambodians had a problem with one of my videos, and that is this one right here, Cannibalism under the Khmer Rouge. Let me zoom in real quick. There you go. I hope that's not too close for you guys. He had a video. He had a problem with this video as cannibalism under the Khmer. And I was kind of taken aback with his comment when he said, I wouldn't say it was cannibalism under the Khmer, which I was like, what the heck? That's not true. Because cannibalism under the Khmer did exist. If you look at the definition, okay, of cannibalism, the definition from Merriam-Webster, it states cannibalism, the usually ritualistic eating of human flesh by a human being, which they did. The Khmer ate gallbladders and livers, okay, of their victims. The eating of the flesh of an animal by another animal of the same kind of species. Human eating human. The act of cannibalizing something. And I clearly state in the video as well, and I had my sources in there in the video that they can find the information themselves, where I specifically stated that it wasn't, cannibalism did not just exist under the Khmer. It existed under the Lon Nol army as well. And this article did perfectly, summarize it perfectly. Eating your enemy. And I've clearly stated in that video, I said that it wasn't a survival thing, because we don't know. You're gonna have to listen. You're gonna have to ask the Khmer as well, what they did, why they ate their victims. But it's eating your enemy, and to state that it wasn't, he wouldn't categorize it as cannibalism. That's 100,000% wrong. Okay? Cannibalism is consuming your own species, or eating a human eating another human being. Okay? Or even in the animal kingdom, a species eating another species. That's considered cannibalism. It fit the definition. So my video was correct. Okay? So this is an article by Richard Snug. It's different. It doesn't talk about the Khmer. It doesn't talk about the Khmer Rouge, but it talk about something else. And he talks about a soldier consuming their enemy, and this right here, if you guys can see, let me zoom in for you guys. Okay, I hope you guys can see it. And it says, to eat your enemy is to perform an extreme form of physical dominance. Intrusive proximity is associated always with contempt, and it finds its most extreme form in aggressive cannibalism. It was all too clearly presented in the case of the American soldier. He's talking about the American soldier, whose behaviors provoked not horror but laughter from his peers. It goes on to talk about, tribalism in Brazil. I mean, tribes in Brazil that consume their victims. Cannibalism is far from being merely senseless violence, as we see when we consider tribal cannibalism. Some tribal people have practiced consensual cannibalism, just like the Khmer Rouge, just like during the Cambodian Civil War, that existed. As part of their rituals of mourning and burial, American anthropologist Beth Coughlin has uncovered complex funeral ceremonies among the Brazilian Wari, a tribe that has been practicing reverential cannibalism on its dead until the Brazilian government intervened in the 1960s. Here, cannibalism was not a pleasure, but a duty. In some cases, with the corpses several days old, tribe members forced themselves to eat flesh so putrid that it made them nauseous. It would have been disrespectful not to do so. So this talk about the Brazilian tribe that did that. The Khmer Rouge did the same thing. And some say that the liver is nutritious, and some make the argument that maybe they were trying to survive because there was no food, and so they consumed the liver, and the gallbladder doesn't contain any nutrition. From my understanding, it doesn't at all. So it could be anything. But my main argument, my main problem that I had with his argument when he stated that what happened to the Khmer Rouge was not cannibalism, that's absolutely wrong. And this is up for, I'm not an expert. This is up for the experts to debate why they consume the liver, why they consume the gallbladder. I haven't come across any story where they consume any other body parts, but I'm pretty sure if things uncover, more information comes during that period of time, possibly, maybe, but I highly doubt it. But the two main things that the Khmer Rouge consume of their victims was their gallbladders and liver. And I'm gonna make it clear that the Lone Nol army did it as well. It wasn't widespread. I'm not saying that the Khmer Rouge was going around eating people, but it existed under the Pol Pot regime. So anyways, this is a short video of a response to that. Anyways, I have a podcast called the Far Out Wisdom Podcast. You guys can find my information at faroutwisdom.podbean.com. And you guys, that's, of course, if you guys come across my podcast, you see the smoking David. And I have all my information from here. And you guys, make sure I do have a sponsor as well. And Podbean did invited me to be one of their sponsors. I mean, one of their people that advertise for them. So if you guys want to start a podcast, Podbean is perfect for you. Okay. If you're looking for a hosting site, try Podbean. They offer a limited hosting plan and business plans, which I will link all information down below, which you'll see here. Doing so helps support me, the Far Out Wisdom Podcast. So if you guys want unlimited hosting plan, if you're just a small podcaster, make sure you guys go to www.podbean.com/foul. If you are just a small podcaster. If you are a business, you can go to www.podbean.com/pro/foul. And if you guys like what you're hearing, remember that I do have a Patreon, www.patreon.com/spoonhim. www.paypal.me/spoonhim, Venmo.com/spoonhim, so you guys can send any donation you guys want to. And I do have a sponsor, another one, Rebecca Igen from shadowdance.com. So make sure when you guys go ask for a consultation, write in the information down below at shadowdance.com, the consultation, the little box, when you go and get your star chart read, make sure you mention my name because I get paid for that as well. So, and The Far Out Wisdom podcast is available on all podcast player, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Deezer, pretty much anything, any podcast players you guys want to listen to. And I do, and my YouTube channel, I'm at 144 subscribers, so every time I upload a video, I lose a subscriber. I don't know why that happens. Maybe somebody forget, maybe somebody want to be petty and just like, I'm tired hearing about the Michael home. I'm just gonna unsubscribe, shit like that. So, anyways, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button. The moment that you guys, it helps a lot in the process. And when you guys comment down below, engage with me as well, and we'll learn this along the way. And I do have Twitter now, guys, so you guys can follow me there. You guys can at me. I learned something today. Somebody at me a long time ago, like 2-3 years ago, when I had Twitter, and I totally forgot about it, but it was during a weird time. But anyways, you can hit me up at Boonhim. So I'm not really active on Twitter. I really don't understand Twitter. Some people can make the argument that it's crappy, but I'm just there. I'm trying to remain apolitical as much as possible, because I really don't care about politics. I'm worried. I'm just at that point in my life where I'm just trying to figure out historic information about my bloodline, my root as well. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, it's just a response video to Cambodians who say that it was not cannibalism under the Khmer Rouge, which is absolutely false. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, guys, stay far out. Bye.